snap, and the ball is free.
Okay, next question.
I'm a horse football coach right now.
You know, it got shoved up. It got shoved, right?
What's up, Spartans fans? It's the special episode of the Spartan Savants podcast with lots going on in the Spartan world today. Jonathan Smith out, Pat Fitzgerald in, all in one fell swoop for the most part. And the Spartan Savants are here to talk all about it. Joined, of course, by Travis and Nikki. What's up, guys? I mean, that was quick.
Yeah, the carousel's spinning is in record speeds right now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Honestly, it's kind of bullshit. I was really wanted to speculate. Like, what the hell?
So bad.
This is what the Savant is for. We might as well just like wait another 2 or 3 years till it's back open again. Like it's
for like 6 weeks we've been talking about how bad we just want like the coaching search, and it literally lasted like 1 hour.
I mean, just let us throw out some wild theories for once.
Yeah,
come on.
I didn't even get to say
a day.
It was over before you could even spell Nick Saban. I think the one thing I find interesting is like they announced the firing of Jonathan Smith, and we'll talk, of course, all about that. But like, then like Comp and Thind come out with like articles or podcasts like within the hour of like, here's a bunch of names. Like they named Pat Fitzgerald, but then they also named like 10 other names. And then like 20 minutes later, Graham Couch is saying it's Pat Fitzgerald. I'm just confused, like why they would go through all the effort. I mean, they probably had those in the queue already, ready to go. But like, I feel like they would have known. Like, they both made it sound like this is nowhere near to like done. But like, then like an hour later, it sounds like it's done.
Yeah, I mean, as you know, as a journalist, you have those queued up, ready to go, pretty much as soon as you have an inkling of what's going on, and then. You know, a lot of times those breaking news can kind of ruin it. So the timing was probably off, but they probably didn't quite know what was going to come down the pipe as soon as it did.
I think they had it because some of them had like names that were already hired. Like,
yeah.
So might just a quick drop. Might as well milk some clicks, some C's.
Yeah,
fair. Milk some
exactly
clicks for the hour.
I texted you guys, filler content.
Yeah.
I was sending it to every single person in my contacts. So it worked.
Yeah, got the clicks.
Reach the audience.
So Smith out. I mean, we've talked a lot about him for the past 12 weeks, basically. But with his tenure finally over, where do you guys? I mean, it's hard to say that he left the program in a better spot, but I don't know that it's in a worse spot. I think it's kind of just the same.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably accurate. I think, you know, in a older college football world, he gets more time, and maybe there's a turnaround or something. These days, you want immediate results. You can pay. You know, it's a good thing we're getting our NIL in line for once, apparently, because. Reading those reports that he didn't really have reliable sources there. It's kind of tough to build a program that way. So he kind of got a rough shake of things, but at the same time, you were losing the fan base. You had to make this kind of move. And it's just sucks to be in this position again, but at least they had a plan, it appears. And, you know, I feel like you're right. It's not in a worse spot, but it definitely could have been in a better spot than it is. Should have been in a better than it is.
Yeah. Nikki, what do you make about? What is your stance?
I mean, 2 years ago we said it could never be this bad, and it was just exactly as bad the next 2 years. So it was in the same spot. It was just in a horrible spot, and hopefully it'll be in a better spot now. It sounds like money. It seems like we were just pretty much Smith was hired to just like eat it. Somebody had to coach Michigan State football while
Yeah.
we got other things in line. And I wonder, like, I wonder how much of a leash Bat or Smith really had. Like, was Bat fired, or when was he hired? Like, was he already talking to Fitzgerald? Because I mean, obviously, it's a weird situation where he was out of work.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we played like a team that didn't have a coach this year.
Yeah.
For a lot of it. Yeah,
That's true.
That's true.
It's an interesting situation.
This was like the worst season in our history. Like,
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Yeah.
We got that final Big Ten win. Didn't go winless in the conference.
We've still never gone to win this in the conference,
That's
or else
positive.
it would have been the worst season in our program history. Yeah.
At least since like the 30s or whatever it was.
Yeah. No, I think it's an interesting situation, Travis. I think you made a good point. Like in a different era of college football, Smith is probably still the head coach. Under a different athletic director, if Haller is still the athletic director, I think he's probably still the coach. But
then our athletic department's in a totally different state of affairs.
Right. And I think you hinted at, Travis, you were talking a little bit like there was that report from, so I can't remember who said it, came out today. I think it was Jim Comparoni, saying that like the first 10 months, like Smith didn't know even how much NIL budget he had, or what he was told he had wasn't there. Like, that makes me mad for Jonathan Smith. It sounds like he didn't get the fairest of shakes, and that is not me saying I wish they didn't fire him. I think they should have kept him. That's not what I'm saying. I think he did not necessarily have all the support he may have been promised, or that what is required. And I really hope that is fixed when Pat Fitzgerald steps in.
Yeah, program's screwed if they keep doing it that way. I mean, there's no other way about that.
Yeah, it makes me angry for Jonathan Smith. And I want to say, Jonathan Smith, not a bad guy. I still think very highly of him. I feel bad, kind of the straw that he pulled here. I mean, I think he was maybe under some different impressions, or was told some different things when he interviewed, and he had expectations when he took the job that I don't think necessarily came through. And I think that support was already just not going to be there for him to begin with. One of you two said it. I think he never had a chance. Like, it just was never going to work.
There were like the fan base never really had a
pretty clear.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Nikki, you're right. The fan base never really,
because the Urban Meyer word was said in that coaching search before. Like, literally, no one was ever going. No matter what happened there, no one was ever going to like the next coach.
That's
you
true.
had to follow D'Antonio, then you had to follow the thought of Urban Meyer. Like, come on.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, you're climbing an uphill battle there. Yeah, and like I was saying, I don't think there was. I think it became pretty clear partway through that it wasn't the right fit, like we all thought it was. And that he might not have understood everything he was getting into, and Michigan State might not have given him the support that he thought he was going to be getting.
Yeah.
And so like we all, I think, can say that we don't, we think he's a good person and probably a pretty good coach. It just didn't work out here, and we wish it would have worked out, but it didn't.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think there's any chance he'll get? I mean, there's a lot of jobs open still.
Yeah.
What are any of them a good landing spot for him? Do you think? I mean, there's like UConn is open, like Coastal Carolina. Yeah. I mean, these are not great jobs, but
I mean, that's the opposite coast. He's going coast to coast, just left, center, east. That'd be kind of fun.
Cal is open.
Cal is open. That would be interesting. I was about to ask what West Coast openings are there. Cal might be the only one because Stanford filled theirs.
UCLA is technically still open. New Mexico likely could open.
UNLV maybe.
UNLV could open.
UNLV's playing in this conference championship.
Yeah, but they might lose their coach to another.
You think they're going to lose Mullen? Yeah.
I think he could go back to Mississippi State at any minute.
Yeah, it seems like Mississippi State's hanging on to their guy, but yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I hope he lands on his feet. Like I said, I don't have any ill will. I'm not happy with how things went.
Yeah.
From the results standpoint or from the Michigan State athletic department standpoint. But like I said, I think he's a good guy. It may have worked eventually, but the writing was on the wall that it wasn't going to get turned around in the next 3 or 4 years, probably. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure I ever saw the opportunity to win 9+ games. I'm just not sure that anything was really
see the development
built
that you wanted to get to that point.
Right. Yep. I mean, the offense looked great last night for like 3 quarters. The defense has looked pretty good until last night. I guess Pat Fitzgerald. So like I said, it's kind of like I kind of expected them to wait a day or two before that name was. I mean, Pat Fitzgerald's name has come up a lot, in the past 6-7 weeks. Nikki said probably like 6 weeks ago, it's Pat Fitzgerald, and we're going to have to like it. This name has obviously been leaked to some people that are in the know because it wouldn't have come up if it wasn't. And then, Justin Spiro said today that it's happening. And then, basically now everyone's reporting it. When you get, I don't think Graham Couch would have said anything if he wasn't fairly confident that it's going to happen. So where are we on Pat Fitzgerald as the Michigan State head coach? I mean, that was quick. I really thought they'd wait a couple days.
It was. I thought they would wait a little bit. I felt that it was trending this way pretty much for a while, just based on what we were reading and who was getting hired and all that, and how they're having to say, "Oh, don't worry, if J-Bat's hiring somebody, it's somebody that's not talking to other jobs and that kind of thing." So that kind of limited the pool. And then, I'm okay with it. I mean, we talked about defensive coach. We were talking about a couple weeks ago with what do we want to see in the next head coach. He's a defensive coach, which is something that our program has thrived on over the years. That's when our teams are the best. He shows emotion, like the opposite of Jonathan Smith in that department. Then he's got plenty of Big Ten ties, and he's got Big Ten success, even though it was in the Big Ten West, and his last couple of years weren't so great. But he's been there before, and he knows what's going on with the whole landscape of things. A little concerned about the time off, but sometimes that helps people.
Yeah, no, I agree. Nikki, what do you think?
Yeah, like I'll find a way to support myself to get there.
That's how I feel. I'll get there eventually.
Like, yeah,
could have been worse. It could have been worse. Like,
that was a good win against us in 2017 when we went 10-3. They really had. He kind of had D'Antonio's number those last few years. It was really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
I think the time off was probably good for him. He's deceptively young. He's only 50.
Yeah,
he's like 35. He's Northwestern. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was there 16 years.
16 years. Yep.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
He needs some good coordinators. So
yeah.
I
think that OC hire is going to be huge.
There, I don't really care who the coach is. Just show me the money, buy the players. Let's just win some games, please, God.
Yeah. I mean, I think one thing that can't be overlooked, and look, I think there's concerns for sure. Not being a coach in the last 4 years, he really he hasn't been here or been a coach to see how the whole NIL situation has evolved. And I know he's been doing some learning, being around programs that will let him be around. But, one thing I don't think that should be overlooked is how tough it is to win at Northwestern. and I know like the last 3 years are not great examples of this, but he had a few 10-win seasons mixed into some, pretty successful years. I think they went to 10 bowl games in his 16 years, which is impressive. I mean, Northwestern, but between just like the resources and everything, and then recruiting players that with that academic requirement hanging over, it's not like Michigan or other schools where they'll bend their academic requirements for athletes. Like getting into Northwestern is getting into Northwestern. They're not going to really do that too much just to get someone on the football team. So to have that, I think on your resume is pretty impressive. It's obviously a guy that knows the Big Ten very well, knows the recruiting landscape pretty well. It was always kind of a pain in the ass to beat. Like even when Michigan State would win, it wasn't always pretty. So I'm not going to sit here and say it's a home run. I think it's a good fit. I think there's a lot of things to like about it. He's obviously a good football coach, pretty well respected around the college football circles, I would say. And it seems like former players, just from what I've seen on X, are on board.
Yeah, they love it.
Now we just need to get the donors to. Yeah, there you go. Justin Spiro having some quotes from former players. Spiro, who got this one right this time around, thank God.
Didn't have much time to get it wrong.
Right. I will say I think it makes a little more sense now, the whole timeline of not firing Smith until today, and not letting it be well known that we're having a coaching search. Just because to me, you would think that they probably identified Fitzgerald pretty early on as the guy that they wanted, and didn't really want to tip their hand too early there. So whether that works out or not, I think J-Bat, this is a roll of the dice. I really do think that. I think that this goes wrong. I don't know, if J-Bat gets another chance to hire a football coach.
Yeah,
usually don't.
Yeah, I think it's a big gamble. And I think what you were saying about his success at Northwestern, that his run at Northwestern is pretty similar to what Clark Lee's doing at Vanderbilt right now, I would say. Because those are two similar types of schools in the similar landscape of a conference, where obviously the landscape's changed since Fitzgerald was last the head coach. But they're definitely the teams that put the academic standard over their athletic standards. Here, not to say that we're bad academics, but that's not going to be an issue.
No. Not like it was at Northwestern, that's for sure. If you could plug a window, you could probably play for the Spartans.
Probably.
It's very interesting. I think we'll find out more in the coming days about how this all came together. But it'll be interesting. I think the roster retention situation is also going to be very interesting.
That's going to be.
I think for as much as lack of support as Smith had with donors and fans, it seemed like he probably did have it in the locker room, just from the couple things I heard from players last week, and then what you're seeing today. It sounds like the Milivojevics are not pleased about the coaching change.
That's not good.
Not good.
One thing I have seen, though, is it does seem like the commit, for the most part, the commits like Cade Kaufman, who is the most important one, but the majority of the commits, I believe, were committed to the school, not the coach. But there are going to be more decommitments, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. There always is.
Yeah, definitely.
There's going to be plenty of portal action, too. It's just the way it goes.
Yep.
Just buy players,
quick.
Man.
The good news is there's not a ton of players on this team that I feel like we have to keep. Like, oh my God, if he leaves, we're screwed. This team just won 4 games. Alessio would be one of them. Marsh. Yeah.
Marsh, let me tell you, I don't think he's coming back. Masmunis, I would like to keep.
Yeah.
As soon as
I think we can get him back.
Rusty
Jordan Hall,
Young, Jordan Hall. Can he go pro?
Jordan Hall would be a good one. Jordan Hall could.
Probably
technically.
not. Well, yeah, probably won't though.
Yeah, he's eligible for it if he wants to. But
yeah.
I do think Jay Bat deserves some credit for how quiet this search was.
Really
Like,
quiet. Yeah.
Like it wasn't out there nationally or anything. Like could have been like Arkansas and totally
Yeah.
been there.
Yeah. No, I
But-
agree. I mean, yeah, I agree. It's no, I remember
it
giving
is a
Haller
roll
the
dice, like you said, though. Yeah.
yeah. I remember giving Haller the same kind of credit. This one was really even quieter because it wasn't even known that we had an opening.
But then it sounds like Jay Bet had the support with this one, whereas Haller, everybody else had no clue what was going on, apparently.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think that the decision was probably made before today.
I just read it was made weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
checked that while we were on the air.
I just read it was made weeks ago, and Smith kept asking for support but wasn't getting it. I just feel so bad for him.
Dude, I feel so bad for this guy.
Years of his life.
Literally,
hey Johnny, guess what? Oh, you like those 5 wins last year? They're gone.
Well, this guy left his alma mater, packed up his family, and moved across the country for a job that nobody gave a chance. I mean, come on. You got to feel bad for him a little bit.
The fan base was so mad at him that he wasn't Urban Meyer. Just...
Oh my gosh, the poor guy.
I thought it was kind of funny last night when they were they posted what his response was when they asked him about his job security. It's like the season's over, and he's just like, "Yep, don't have it,
don't have that." I wonder if we
had our only QB that looks kind of decent come out and say, "Oh, I would have been a Spartan if it was anyone besides Smith." Like it was just nothing went well for him his entire tenure.
Yeah. I mean, he did hold the team together pretty well. I mean, and the one thing I'll say about Smith is like he didn't complain publicly. He didn't turn on anybody. He didn't like pout. The team kept fighting too. Like they actually played pretty hard the past few games. So
it was good.
Yeah, that was
hard.
good.
Yeah. I thought they played okay against Iowa.
It would have been nice to win, maybe.
It would have been nice to play good yesterday.
Yeah.
They won. They won. Let's not overlook that. They played good enough to win.
That first half, I was kind of selling myself on Smith year 3.
Dude, when they went for that touchdown at the end instead of kicking the ball, I was like, I kind of like this. Like that was a nice coaching decision.
Yeah,
I mean, because it worked. If it didn't work, I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, excitement level for Pat Fitzgerald out of 10.
6.5, 7. I mean,
I'm like right at 5. Like,
yeah,
I'm most excited that we have a new coach. But I'm like,
coordinators will do a lot.
Yeah, that's gonna drive a lot of it. I'm just above average excitement for now.
Maybe if he just says, "Hey, Sharon Moore, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah,
that would be nice.
Just like
King Smash on the field.
Yeah, I do think we'll get that. I do think we'll get some intensity around the rivalry from Pat.
Oh yeah, he knows. I mean, he hasn't been a part of either school, but he knows what it's about.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
He was the first.
He's the best coach.
Antonio when he retired.
Yeah, he's the best coach in the state. I mean, Sharon Moore blows.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Sharon is not good.
Yep.
Let's keep the best QB in the state.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice. I really think it would be important to keep Alessio 1 for continuity, but 2 because I think he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely come a long way from that pick against Western.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Is
I mean, everything he
very much
throws
improved.
is like on target.
Oh yeah, the
Uh,
offense runs so smoothly with him running thing. It's
It
great.
looks like an offense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Travis, I know you are kind of on a deadline here, and I think there's going to be more news to come out in the next couple
Probably.
days. The team hasn't tweeted anything making it official. Like, there's nothing from the school or anything, has there?
I
Has there
haven't
been?
seen anything yet.
Yeah.
Either.
Could you imagine if this whole thing fell through like Arkansas,
That would
or
be
if there was like protests?
That would be funny. I wouldn't hate that. Just like give me something.
Search
Give
is
me
back
some fun.
There
Oh
are a
my
bunch of former Spartans calling for Max Bola to come home as part of the new staff.
I saw that.
Again,
I saw that.
yeah.
Him or the guy from Iowa. What's his name?
Phil
Yeah,
Parker.
Phil Parker.
Phil
The
Parker.
guy-
I'd be really happy with either of those.
The guy that we've called like 3 times to be the defensive coordinator. And he
Literally
never
been courting
comes.
him for years. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, just on this show, we've talked about how he should be the defensive coordinator over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he must have a pretty strong respect
It was.
for
I was even getting tired of it.
yeah. He must have a pretty strong respect for Kirk Ferentz, because it would be hard eventually if your alma mater was like, please come back and be the defensive coordinator, and to say no multiple times. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think he got pay raises or extensions or something from Iowa each time.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
I'm sure. Well deserved too. I mean, he does a nice job.
yeah. I mean, they're constantly a top 10 defense.
Right. Yeah. Anyways, we'll probably be back this week, I would imagine. I mean, I don't know if we'll do the whole full Maryland game recap, just because there's so much that's at this point. There's much more important things to talk about.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we do have Duke in basketball on Friday or Saturday. Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday.
Iowa
And there's a
Tuesday.
game on Tuesday in between. Yeah.
At Iowa or against Iowa. Okay. So lots to come on the coaching front, basketball front. I mean, basketball content will probably pick up pretty heavily here, probably starting this week. But yeah, that's it for me. I mean, it's a new coach 2 years after we just got a new coach, and we'll see how this one goes. There's a lot for Pat Fitzgerald to do, starting with hiring a staff and then recruiting, but we'll see. I think it's a very interesting hire, I would say.
That's right.
Agreed.
All right. Well, for Willie and the Dallas duo, we'll talk to Spartan faithful very soon, probably around the same time we usually come out. But shout out to the College Huddle. And as always, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, X, whatever they call it, and wherever you find your podcasts, and of course YouTube if you prefer to watch it. Which I would suggest watching it, because Travis has been doing pretty good with the visuals and pulling up tweets and stuff that there's no context if you're just listening to it. So
we're not reading it.
Appreciate it.
Right.
Yeah.
They're
They're a little long.
Can't read, can't write. Ever heard?
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. But anyways, welcome Pat Fitzgerald. We're excited to have you for the most part. But yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Go green.
Go white.
Go white.